Mission, on mission, trying to get it right. Transition, changing the way that I see life. Transition mind. I'm on a mission, trying to get it right. I'm transitioning my life. Making a transition. Ooh, making a transition. Ooh, 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 ooh. Making a transition. Ooh, 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 ooh. Making a transition. Mission, on mission. I'm on a mission, I'm trying to get it right. Changing the way that I see life. Transition in my life. On a mission, on a mission, on a mission.
Hey, welcome. This is Alchemizing Energy, aka DJ Genesis. And before I go in for the night, I've been up all night. But you know what? I just happened to be um, closing out things and everything, and I looked on my YouTube to see if anything else new was going on. And it was interesting to see Tommy Sotomayer going against Fatty. Now, if you guys don't know about Fatty, Fatty was on a show with me about last week, and we got into the conversation about FBA, and I ended up having to leave early because Fatty was just being an a-hole. You know what I'm saying? He was not allowing me to talk, and it was like a very thing where he just has an issue with me. I don't know why. So I was so happy to see Tommy Sotomayor just go in on the whole Fatty situation because I'm like, bro, like, what is your problem? You know? So I was happy to see that, but then I happened to stumble on some other because I had actually was trying to get Sotomayor on my channel to, just in general to like talk about certain stuff, relationships, this, that, the other, because I'm a type of person, I'm a fair person. I try to understand where a person's coming from. I'm not really into politics. I'm more like, okay, certain people are just very outspoken and they just have their way of talking. And like, I'm a fair and diplomatic person. I try to understand where a person's coming from. But I heard him get with Fatty, and I was like, yes, finally someone is, letting Fatty, because Fatty didn't let this whole little fame of his little YouTube thing get to his head, and so he done got on. He was on the Paz show, and like, next time we not gonna do it on here because just real, and then for some reason, and this started off back in the day. I don't know why he has an issue with me, but honey, Fatty has been like a thorn in my side. Like if I can't get on no panel with him and it not be a battle between me and him. I don't know what it is. And even Nepal was like, dude, what's going on? Why is he always battling me? I don't know what it is. I never did nothing to this dude, but you know what? I was so happy to see Tommy kind of give him the blues on some stuff because I was like, you know what? His ego and his whole demeanor has gotten so even more. It's almost like he already had the villain origin story that he was already becoming, and then honey, the more like renown he got, the more name he got, the more you could just see his like whole like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy. Shouts out to Tommy Sotomayor for getting with Fatty for that. So let's get into what happened next. So what happened is that, I said, well, let me just check out the rest of his channel. And I saw that, he had a thing where he was talking to some FBAs on Twitter X on a, and he pretty much was asking them certain like what's really going on with this, right? And so I said, you know what? Before I go to bed, before I turn it in, I'm gonna bring up that show, and I'm also gonna bring up a time when because Ant CEO has been one of the most biggest FBA touters and promoters, but even the FBA ideology even got to him. Like, come on, y'all, calm down, bro. And I want to show both of those situations because I mean, Ant CEO was actually covering something very serious, where people had lost their lives, but people were like, "Oh, well, were the people that did it were they like FBA or no? Were they tethers?" And so every time now what's happening is that anytime you cover something, if you are a Ant CEO or a person that's like an FBA promoter, they all are automatically assume that you're covering a tether doing something wrong. Well, in this case, it was a bunch of foundational Black Americans going up into a house and just pretty much would hurt the they're both just deceased, the mother and father that was in the house, babies crying. I mean, it was just a mess. And he's like, you know what? Listen, like y'all need to chill out. And I'm gonna cover that because I think that I'm glad that he finally did that. And what he said about how this is why that we people think that blah blah blah. But I'm gonna let him say it. I'm gonna let him say it to you because I think that people are they get into this FBA thing and they become so much NPCs to where they are just repeating and just miming what it is to even be a human anymore. Like, I mean, like just the fact that on my channel alone, when I like start talking about what's going on in Africa, you'll see like a bunch of people like FBA is a lineage. And I know it's like really like the same person saying stuff over and over again. And I heard one of my moderators I had on my channel said, "Well, no, these people are not even FBA. They are Caucasians that are like doing." And see, here's the thing, FBAs, y'all don't even realize y'all are being infiltrated. Why? Because you don't have a movement. You have a lineage. If you had a movement, you'd have an infrastructure set up to where a person would not be able to cosplay as an FBA, go in the comments saying stupid stuff and make y'all look dumb as hell. Okay? So in this live, I'm going to cover like what Tommy Sotomayer had to say to the FBA movement. And then I'm going to cover Ant CEO, one of your own FBAs that had to kind of check a person in the comments about nonsense. So let's get into it, Let's get into it. Let's go into what Tommy Sotomayer had to say about this particular FBA live stream he was on, and how they just is it cognitive dissonance? I don't know, but like you're gonna get to hear that, and no matter what he says, they're like, well, and he's making some great points, but people are just these young people that are into this movement are just so stuck in their head about whatever it's like it's a cult, bro. You can't tell me this is not like teetering on cult like behavior. Let's go.
Said fuck y'all, and people hit dogs was hollering, and now we here. All right, let's pass it to Tommy Sotomayer.
I appreciate.
I'm gonna say this. I think that they were so excited to have him on the channel that they were like, "Oh yeah, Tommy Sotomayer's here." You can hear the joy in his voice, right? Yeah. He about to be for us. I'm glad that let's pass it off to him. So Tommy Sotomayer, like they're excited. And watch what happens. Let's go.
Appreciate that. Hopefully you guys can hear me.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, LaFarmer was right. I mean, he was preaching.
Good morning, Amari.
It's a weird thing to watch people be mean to you, dog you, and then wonder why you don't want to hang with them. Wonder why you don't want to do things with them. I can imagine that a lot of these things that the FBA are talking about when they say our people created this, our people created that. Well, those people you say created this was working with them same old white men that you'd probably call them coons today because they was working with that person. Because they was working with that person to help make the traffic light. because they was working with that person to do these things. Y'all spend all your time waking up looking to find a problem with somebody that ain't even worried about you, ain't studying you, ain't bothered you. The idea of leaving people alone just ain't something you do. But you're always talking about white people. I had a saying, I said, it appears that FBA is just short for Junior KKK. Most of you have the same disses towards other people that white people would have. You're talking about their lips. You're talking about their hairline. You're talking about their skin color. You're doing the same thing that a white person would do. You just the dark version of a white person. To hear these people say things like how they say to me, well, them white people gonna look at you as just a neep. And I say, well, you looked at me as crispy and you was black just like I am. So why would
dealing with the Milano topic?
Wait, hold on. Let him get his full thought out. I'll let you get your Hitler speech for the diaspora off earlier. So let him get his full thoughts out. Are you getting a shot, brother?
Well, shouts out that they're allowing people to talk. Good, honey. I mean, lately on my channel, when they come up here, they do not want to let me say nothing.
Respectfully.
Thank you. Even that. Something as simple as shut the fuck up and let somebody else talk, nigga. I know my penis look nice, but stay off of it. Anyway, the whole idea is that you got people looking to find a problem. And if your movement is about let's look to have a problem instead of let's look to have a solution, it seems like the movement bogs down. Every time I turn around, I hear an FBA talking about something. It's about a problem they got with somebody else. They dressed wrong. They said something wrong. They did something wrong. And that doesn't seem very positive. Imagine if the Red Cross, all they did was talk about shit that went wrong. Never went and fixed it. And LaFarmer, I'm telling you, he hit the biggest note, and I'll leave here. The biggest note he hit was him and the person before him, was this idea of how come y'all never come to people who do make these mistakes and come at them in a loving situation? Because remember, this FBA thing y'all talking about is really new. So how y'all expect people to walk the right path of something that you yourself are just learning about?
And not only that, does not have a set of marching orders. It's just a lineage, right? Delineation is the so-called movement. But how does a thing that doesn't have a movement behind it like know what to say? So you have a bunch of different people with different ideologies and different thoughts about how they think things should go, and they're all like just scrambling and just with their different ideas of what FBA is. And then you have there you have like a bunch of people like just running off of just what the little bit they get off of like Tariq Nasheed's live, which are like comedy sessions, roast sessions at best, with no real. I mean, he might, after he roasts somebody, he might give you a speech about the FBA, whatever. If you're listening that long, we know that our Black people right now are suffering from ADHD, and because the reason why I can know this right now is because people cannot just wait to like actually speak. That's a problem of ADHD because you get a thought in your mind and you can't wait to say it. You have to blurt it out. I know that I have it myself. So when you're suffering from ADHD, you cannot just listen all the way through a 3-hour live. You're like clicking on other stuff, probably playing video games at the same time that you're listening to Tariq Nasheed. So he's not even like talking to you directly, but only to your subconscious mind. And so that's why you're able to just spit off like just talking points. FBA is a lineage. Tether. Use a tether. Just sound like a robot. There's just no thought behind it. No true thing other than just the same talking points all the way through. Let's go.
You wasn't doing it 5 years ago. You wasn't saying it 5 years ago. So if somebody doesn't say something right, doesn't display the flag right, doesn't present this right, why wouldn't you just sit them down, especially in this incident where they have gained a following? They have amassed viewership. I used to hear people tell me, the white man pay you to say that stuff you say. And I would say back to them, well, black folks got money too. If I can be bought, then why didn't you buy me to say what you wanted me to say? How you gonna get mad at people for taking money from somebody else when you ain't willing to offer them nothing but a hard time, a headache? All you do is argue with a nigga. You don't help a nigga pay a bill. You don't help a nigga take care of his family. You don't do shit but criticize him all day.
Land.
Yo, Tommy, why are you
Here we
making
go,
this
land.
specific?
Oh,
Man, this is slippery slope.
Land.
Just let him land his
Land. You talk for more than like about a minute, and honey, their brain goes to mush, and you gotta hurriedly land your plane because now they it's too much information. You're talking to their subconscious mind at this point, and it's resistant, and you gotta hurry up and you gotta like talk in like sentences that consist of like maybe 2 or 3 sentences, and after that, their brain are scrambled. Let's go. Land your plane. Now you got this guy saying, "Oh, that's what you're doing is you." Okay, so you have people land your plane. Why? Because your attention span is too low to actually hear him actually have a go into all of the things that are wrong in your situation, and it's too much. You're getting emotional about it.
We're gonna pass the mic.
But nah, he's making this an FBA conversation, and nothing about this is FBA. Like, let's stop playing these games.
Shut the fuck. All right, calm down. All right, just let him land, and then anybody that want to get pushed back, I'll let you disagree with him and get your full thoughts out on why you disagree. Just let him land, and then y'all got it, bro. It's all good.
Thank you. I would
Put some time limit on it. Put a time.
So I'm not screaming. What's happening is my audio is loud on my channel, so chill out. Okay. I had it up a little louder than normal. Let's go.
Y'all been talking for everybody been. It was one dude that talked for 12 minutes, and y'all was on mute. So just let him land, and then y'all got it.
Because they agreed with what he was saying.
Thank you.
Dogs is howling.
This is wild. I ain't said anything wrong. Now it's time limit and he personalizing it. Nigga, find an excuse. This is everything I just said. Niggas find excuses to have a fucking problem. It's the time limit. What's the fucking time limit, lady? So I'll observe it. Oh, that's right.
No, the time limit is as long as people's attention span can absorb what you're saying. What happened is that you're talking too long for their ability to process what you're saying. So people are so used to being on these devices that unless it's like 30 seconds or less, that their brains are unable to comprehend past that 30 seconds, maybe a minute long. Honey, if you're talking past that, they gotta hurry up. You gotta land your plane. You're rambling. No, honey. We used to actually be able to listen to lectures. We used to be able to listen to people that were in the content community give like 3-hour lectures. Dr. Yosef Ben Yochanan. I mean, if you actually used to like go into some of these DVDs, these people could possibly, it would like be the end. Like, I mean, sometimes like 4 to 5 hours of just them talking knowledge. But we have been we're in such a microwave culture that you can't even listen for a minute, 2 minutes. Land your plane. And then it's like, okay, well, what is the time frame? You're talking too long. Well, that's because you have a low attention span, sir. And that needs to be checked. We need to like start getting our heads checked. If you can't listen to a person speak longer than a minute, 2 minutes, and be able to absorb that information and get whatever, go get a piece of paper and take notes of what they're saying. And then when you want to address it, then you come back with your notes of what they said. But people are, a lot of this culture, it's just about listening to just pretty much the same thing over and over again. Like, okay, Tariq Nasheed talks to a Haitian person, and he says, "Oh yeah, you're gonna talk to him for a second, and then it gets into where you come from? Oh, okay, all right. So what's your lineage? Okay. Oh, okay. And then it goes into a roasting section, and that's great for your cortisol levels and your dopamine gets injected. But when a person is just talking and just giving facts, it's like, no, well, no, you got to land your plane because that's too boring. You know, my dopamine isn't firing. My serotonin levels aren't going up. That's what I believe is happening here, is that this younger generation has no capacity to listen to anything past a minute and a half.
Fucking thought they didn't have one.
No, you're done.
I mean, it's not your
There wasn't one.
feedback, so
There wasn't one. But now all of a sudden the motherfucker done showed up. Anyway, that's it. They don't have no grace for nobody. They're uncouth. They're niggas just like that. Even in that, they don't know how to talk. I ain't said a damn thing wrong. They couldn't tell you when I quit. They ain't gonna be able to tell you one thing I said wrong.
Honey, they're not gonna.
But they still gotta jump in.
They're not gonna be able to tell you one thing that you said because their attention span. That's the sad part, is that their attention span is so low because of all these like video games and everything like this, that they are not gonna be able to tell you one thing that you said. Period. Not wrong, but just say it. Because all they're gonna do is, when you get off, is that they're gonna resume their conversation of just drone. Oh yeah, you know, back to what I was saying. And honey, their brain is not gonna retain anything that you're giving to them. That's what's sad about this whole thing. They're targeting this younger audience that has no concept of retaining information. And I just want to just say that. Let's go.
And you make people leave your movement, not want to be involved in your movement. I don't know why Dr. Dre gave money to USC, because he know how niggas do. Niggas don't appreciate it. You get tired of bucking your head up against a brick wall. You get tired of somebody telling you you ain't never right. And y'all think that that's cute, to be the people constantly looking to find a damn problem. Y'all the most miserable niggas on earth. Smile sometimes, shit. I land.
Okay, listen, remember said that
This is slippery slope, look. Hey man, this is slippery slope.
Hold on, because we got enough Black Americans on stage.
So here we go. It's a slippery slope argument. But honestly, Tommy is just playing with them, you know? Like, here's the thing. He's an older guy, and these people are fairly young. And he's really pretty much trolling the whole situation. But, you know, people are so emotional about this FBA movement that they don't even realize when they're being trolled. Let's go.
Yeah, on the FBA side, who disagreed? That was crazy. I think he said smile sometime. What the fuck? Yo, who
Luke,
disagreed?
just tell me when I'm supposed to go.
Not just niggas just hate Africans. I don't, and I still think most of us don't even hate the diaspora, you know, but we hate the disrespectful people in the diaspora. But let Smooth go.
Hell yeah.
Right, facts. And yeah, I do want to. Hey, you absolutely right when you say it's a lot of people that's not Black American commenting too. You know, they did the same thing with Brother Malcolm and Brother Elijah Muhammad. You know what I mean? So you got to pay attention to that. Just like me and you up here, we probably the only ones up here right now that really identify as FBA. Everybody else don't do that, man.
Now listen, it's people in the comments on that X thing that's not even Black or Caribbean or African. It be people that's on X that's Caucasian. We already saw that. People from India trying to just stir the pot. And people are so stupid that they'll be like, yeah, brother.
Well, I just claim, me personally, I always claim Black America. I never claim FBA, even though I fuck with it. But I think everybody else got to people got to delineate from us. We don't got to change our names. I think when they come here, they need to be named by their country of origins and leave the Black American shit to us. Like I think we come.
I want you to peep the narrative though. Well, I'm probably the only one up here that consider myself foundational Black American because we is the foundation in this bitch. But
yeah,
people,
I agree with it too though. Me personally, I agree with it. But I'm saying I think it's a movement, not a lineage. Like I agree
I got you. I'm more of a lineage type person. You know, I'm a roll with that. You know, all that hashtag and the other shit. That's stuff other people made with bad faith. But I do want to say I noticed that the sad shots. And I think it's strange when we're supposed to be talking about this sister and people bringing up Brother Tariq and some of these niggas be in his spaces talking so nice. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I fuck with Tariq, by the way. I just want to say that. I fuck with Tariq.
Yeah. I don't agree with Crispy 100%. I understand what he's saying, you know, but I don't agree with him 100%. Some of this shit, like y'all heard what I said from the beginning. I don't think it's right that sister being attacked and shit like that. But I noticed some of the people talking.
No, you good. It's just that we're going over Tommy's talking points because I believe it was good what he said. And then the thing is that the people are in this movement of FBA or this delineage or whatever it is from delineation or delineage or whatever you want to call it. I call it the delineage, the delineage. The delineage, right, of FBA. They're very sensitive. I think a lot of them might be a generation that does not know how to take it when someone is really showing emotion. You know, they're like, "What? Where's all the pause? Emotion, overload." But yet they probably can play like video games all day long with all kind of like just emotional overload, right? But let's go.
Hey, man, it seems like they got a little hate towards Black America with the extra, dude, and that shit is crazy. You know, it seems like they got a little bit of self-hate.
Who you talking about?
One of the sisters, dude, you know, I don't like the language, you know what I mean? Like, and just the FBA shots, you know what I mean?
Just crispy, huh?
A lot of FBA people that's up here. You know, a lot of people was in
lineage-wise, everybody's FBA.
Right, I got that. I got that. But it's a lot of people that don't consider themselves FBA that was on them posts commenting. When this sister first was talking, there wasn't big rooms with people that consider themselves FBA talking about this shit. You know what I mean? But as soon as all this shit happened, niggas want to point the finger. You know, but I see what you're saying. You know, so
I ain't gonna lie, you is right about that because I remember on Clubhouse 4 years ago, when the ADOS shit first started. Because I heard about ADOS first before anything. So
right.
People. It used to be a regular person that don't know nothing about ADOS. They just happen to be
right.
Black American, and if they would just say something about African immigrants, they just automatically attribute, oh, you ADOS, son, you ADOS. So it's like people are doing that with the FBA shit. Like it could be just a random person that has the critique of Africans, and then they just attribute it to FBA. Like,
yeah, right. Yeah, because it's a lot of hurt people, bro.
Listen, people, if you're in the chat and you call me stupid or a name, you're gonna get your post deleted. So it's your best bet to watch your mouth. You know, I'm not fixing to just keep letting people just say whatever in the chat and try to demean me in any way. So get that through your skull. You know, your comments will be deleted, and if you continue, you will be banned from the chat. Period. So get that through. There we go.
Right. And then I don't think it's FBA. It's just I want to get at Tariq and shit. And this nigga not even around. Like that's the weirdest shit. You know, it's been past 5 years.
Because I heard him the other day. He even said that he's not a leader of the FBA. It's a leader.
There's no leader.
Yeah, ain't no leader. It's
it's a lot of people online, especially on Twitter, doing foundational Black American. They put foundational as a foundational Black American, regardless if it's a part of the clique or whatever. The term is out there. No,
So any kind of a movement, whether it's delineation, but you want to say that okay, so Tariq Nasheed started the lineage off, right? He made people aware of the lineage of it all. But Tariq Nasheed was the person that started the word foundational Black American. I don't get it. Wow. It's almost like how when Nature Boy was around, he had everybody saying, I love myself. You guys are doing the same thing with the tether. And then there's like a certain cognitive dissonance that it's like you guys are really making Tariq Nasheed into like some type of untouchable like savior, you know, like a martyr or whatever, right? Even though he's saying, listen, and I know why he's doing it. He's doing it because, you know, for the most part, when you had your Malcolm X's and Martin Luther King, people that start movements usually get off. So I think that's his own way of protecting himself from people trying to come after him by saying, no, this is a movement. And I think that he probably figured that out. You know what? I'm going to just say it's not a movement, but just a lineage. And then therefore they can attack me for what everybody is saying in the lineage, because a lineage has no movement. But then you'll hear other people say, well, delineation is the movement. Let's go.
I know. I'm just saying that the term is out there. Is what my point.
I got you, but it's to the point where niggas get hit. They just call everything FBA, and just like my brother said, just like I said, y'all gotta watch the agents on this motherfucker. Because I talk to people that say they get paid to push certain narratives. You know what I mean? It's a couple people telling me that. You know, they get paid to push narratives. They get paid.
Listen, my father died when I was 6 years old. Okay, so I don't know why you want to say that. Yeah, my father died when I was 6. My stepfather died when I was 21. My mother was with my stepfather until the day that she passed on. Listen, stop getting in my comments saying stupid shit. You don't know nothing about me. So stop it. Shut up. Let's go.
To push agendas and shit like that. So I know it's a lot of people getting paid to push things on this app, bro. You know,
I agree. No, so I don't see a problem with the FBA movement, me personally, because I do think a lot of people think there's a leader into it and all that and attribute it. But I fuck with the ADOS, I fuck with the FBA, I fuck with the Freeman, I fuck with some.
I have Grace too. That's why I cut things off, because this is his platform. So I can't just play his video straight through, because that would be me taking away like what he's doing. If you want to see the whole video without me interrupting, then you need to go on his channel, okay, and see his whole thing. And you know what I'm going to do is while I'm like up here playing his video, I'm going to show you guys what his real channel is. It is called The Gospel of Tommy. And shout out to him for the video that I can like review and do that with. And I'm going to post it into the chat. And then I'm going to continue on. I mean, I don't need no tea. This is not about tea right here. This is about a nation of people that have lost their way. Let's go into it. Let's go.
Black American Pan-Africans, like it's just different, you know. Like now, I don't fuck with the people who from different cultures who come, because I never really seen that shit until I got on the app like four years ago, but now I'm starting to see it in real life and like this underlining shit that a lot, not all, but a lot of them got for it. So
man, you can't even have your.
And then we're gonna pass it after.
All right.
We're gonna pass it to Tommy and Buffalo, and then whoever else.
Man, at the end of the day, man, I'm looking for more leaders, man. Niggas got to stop being fucking followers. I don't agree with how this young lady was attacked. I thought that was corny as hell, especially coming from grown-ass people. You know what I mean? I think the number one fight should be against systematic white supremacy and pushing reparations. And worrying about her and how she make her money and what she talking about, man, we ain't going nowhere with that. You know what I mean? Unless you backing that person with your dollars, pushing that person with your money, that's what you should carry. We don't know who's pushing her. She ain't say nothing disrespectful to me. I ain't seen the video yet. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas brought it to the app. But far as the interview, I did see that. I don't think she said anything too much wrong. She just off her belief and she want to do the flat blackness. I can't control that lady. She's still Black American. What the fuck y'all want me to do? You know, like I say, she's 20-something years old, man. And you niggas act like you had it all at that age where you was making mistakes like a motherfucker. You know, this is a sister in the music industry. She like, I don't understand how.
But this ain't even no crazy mistake. Like, she wasn't speaking on behalf of reparations and flattening blackness. So she wasn't speaking on behalf of us politically. She's an artist, and she's a proud Black American. Right. And she fuck with other Black African and Caribbeans. Like, I don't like
right. And I agree with that. Like, why is niggas putting all this pressure on this sister, dude? I don't understand that shit. You know, and it says a lot for niggas who say they revolutionaries and fight for something bigger than that. You know, I don't understand all the pressure on a young sister. I think we need to focus more on the community. Let that sister make her money however she do it. You know, let her live her life. She said she gave a shout out to the Black American flag. We take that. You know, if we want to push our artists, yeah, let's start pushing some artists, because like I said, it's rappers on his app. You know what I mean? This Black American, and we can put money behind that person. Let's stop talking about it and being about it. Because all that being mad over some shit like that is just stupid as fuck. And I'm laying there, bro.
Exactly. All right, pass it. It's on Tommy, and then Buffalo, and then Night Star.
Thank you. It always seems like it's some thick tongue, lazy sounding, little C's, lisp having nigga that take a shot at me. I don't know why.
Who take a shot at you, bro?
My name ain't Crispy. My name ain't Crispy, dog.
Oh, my fault, bro.
My name ain't Crispy, is it?
No, I think hold on, niggas call you Crispy. My bad, I ain't know, bro.
Yeah, niggas call me what my fucking name is on the screen, nigga. So you ain't slick, but that tell you something. But let me tell you something else. How all y'all need to look at this. That's when I said about how you lose things. You got black folks trying to call people sellouts and things like that. But when you hang out with black folks, they make fun of your blackness. You too black for them. You're crispy, but it's funny. It's a joke. I ain't never seen nobody black as you, Tommy. You should be down with us, though. This is the jokes.
That ain't funny though, bro. That's real talk, bro.
No, they find it funny.
I'm laughing at this nigga when he said
Is that a form of self-hate, Tommy? Is that a form of self-hate?
You hold on, sir. You're the one who have a problem with my color. I don't wake up every day having a problem. You do. If you make a joke about it, you do. When I make fun of fat people, it's because I think something wrong with being fat. I don't make fun of it and then say I don't think nothing wrong with it. That don't make sense. Negroes will sit up there, and if a white person say this, I'm supposed to have a problem. I'm supposed to want to beat a white person up. But a black person said, ha, 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 it's a joke. And this is how you end up having people like that young woman saying, well, fuck y'all. You rude to me. I was interviewing nothing but pro-black niggas on my show. But they talked about you interviewed David Duke. I interview people who I'm supposed to interview. They got me kicked off YouTube. Then when I went on Fox, he went on there with Fox, with them white folks. Who I'm supposed to be? Oh, I get it. You to be down, broke, dirty, alone, and they will work their ass off. Like you heard that woman say about that young woman. Well, I ain't gonna get my money. Y'all need to make sure she don't get y'all money. But have you already gave any money? So that means you probably weren't gonna give none anyway. But you want to rally everybody else up because you trying to get in somebody else's pockets. A 24-year-old woman, you trying to mess up her pockets. And you twice this lady age. This is the discussion we having? Ain't none of y'all tried to get in nobody's pockets that's selling dope. Y'all don't try to get in nobody's pockets that's out there selling wet-ass pussy. You ain't trying to get in nobody's pockets that's doing all kind of dirt. But somebody that's making legal money, y'all will get online all day and try to fuck up their bag. Ain't never seen that one of y'all trying to get in the pockets of your uncle that's molesting 3 generations of little girls. You don't talk about him.
They only exist in your family.
Let them win. Let them win. Let them win.
You big fake ass hawk, if you don't stop trying to guzzle my damn sperm, leave me alone, nigga. You already exposed yourself as a fan. Last time I was on here, this nigga was talking about how much he loved my shit. I'm a big fan, Tommy. You don't remember that, big hawk? Might as well call this nigga Big Throat. All you do is goggle dicks. Anyway.
You thought you was gonna be laughing,
That was crazy, nigga. What?
Whoa! That's why they don't want me around. A nigga good at what he do.
Y'all shouldn't have. I should have left him alone.
funny as hell, dog.
Y'all should have left him alone. That's what you're gonna get. Get him, Tommy.
But the whole point is, the young girl was right. She was talking about this girl is 24 years old. If you're gonna find one thing this person did wrong, and y'all quick to cancel, quick to cancel, quick to cancel. I went through this crap, birthed all these YouTube niggas, and they wanted me off YouTube. Sit up there and help Tyreek them find out to do it. When I met Tyreek, he wasn't doing no damn YouTube or none of that. He was doing Ustream. I sat them down and told them how to do it. But afterwards, I'm crispy, and y'all got all kind of crap to say. You don't remember when I was the one with the damn American flag on my screen? They told me I was a sellout because I was claiming American. LaFarmer will tell you this. This ain't no damn lie. In 2012, I would sit there with the fucking American flag, and I would say, as black people, we are black American. Stop saying we any other fucking thing. Oh, he a sellout. Look at him up there hugging the flag. Now, years later, all these niggas saying the same thing. Nobody wants to point it out. Nobody want to say, well, we was saying that this nigga was a sellout. I said, why are we claiming anything else? None of these other motherfuckers like us when we go there. Claiming Africa and go there and they don't give us shit. They ain't helping us. They didn't send now ship, now warrior, now nobody to come over here to help us out. We had to free our fucking self. But it's this mentality we have today of waking up, looking for, and that brother said it. We so comfortable talking shit about another black person. Comfortable as fuck. Say it and laugh. Say it and joke. They told me that FBA play like that. Is when I asked them, I said, why y'all say this kind of foul shit to each other? Y'all know that's how we play. Well, then why y'all didn't say that when that girl gave her comeback? You don't get to say anything to me. When they ask me why I went to Fox, I tell them, remember what happened when I went to Harlem? Niggas asked me to go to Harlem to talk at their damn event and asked me how much it would cost. You know what I told them? Nothing. I'll do it for free. I'll come up there and talk. Came up there to talk. Guess what happened? I got punched. And niggas are saying it to this day. Got beat up in Harlem, didn't you? So you get mad that I'm on Fox. But when I tried to work with you, you tried to fight. So what should I do? Oh, you don't want me to work. That's what it is. To this day, they don't know how I got all kind of fucking nice ass cars and a huge house. You told me I work for the white man. Well, why'd the white man ban me? Because you flagged me. If I work for the white man, why he allow you to spit all your rhetoric and they never kicked you off YouTube? Ask yourself. Black folks will turn black folks against them. White folks don't ask other white people to be 100% whatever they need. You ain't never heard no white people say, we made suits. We don't want Asian people wearing suits. They culturally appropriating. You ain't never heard no white person. They want everybody to wear European clothes. They want everybody to speak European language. If black folks really wanted something, we want everybody doing what we do. We want everybody eating chitlins, everybody eating collard greens, everybody eating fried green tomatoes. We want everybody. We wouldn't be hollering no cultural appropriating. You don't take over the world keeping it in one corner. You take over the world by proliferating that shit everywhere. Y'all got the wrong leadership by listening to people who tell you to be small-minded and to call everything you don't like a damn name. Y'all heard these people had over an hour to figure out what I said that they don't like. They couldn't figure it out, but they couldn't shut the fuck up when I was spitting the truth. That should tell you something. Your leadership is dumb. If they go by, I will listen to only people I like, not shit that's right. I'm going to dock my boat and hope that Big Hawk close his throat.
Yo, that was insane. I ain't gonna lie, boy. What the?
Son, all while the two young children are still in the home. The victims are later identified as 42-year-old Shannon Patricia Youngworth and her son, 20-year-old Jorge Alexander Reyes Young.
And for all the people, this is what I be talking about with you, bro. This is what I be talking about. Like, bro, these niggas was black. They not Somali. You niggas are weirdos. Like, straight up, you can unsubscribe from the channel, dislike the video. You niggas is weirdos. You niggas are weird. Them niggas are not Somali. These niggas are black. You niggas are weird, bro. You niggas are so far gone with this shit. This is exactly why niggas say this shit is a cult. I don't give a fuck who it is. This shit was wrong. At the end of the day, what these dudes did was wrong. I don't care if they black, blue, green, purple, Mexican. It don't give a damn. I'm reacting to the video. But you are weird. And you don't have to like me. You can unsubscribe. I don't care if you watching me. I don't care. But you niggas are weird, bro. Anytime somebody do something, you automatically assume they're not a Black American. No matter what. Y'all niggas have no accountability whatsoever. This is why the Black male leadership in the Black community is at the bottom of the barrel, is because of niggas like y'all. You weirdo, online, incel, corny internet niggas. You niggas are weird. When do y'all ever take accountability for anything? I had a complaining in my other video because I was talking about how Black Americans need to start holding each other accountable better. And this was like, hey, man, we need to do it in silence. We need to just do it in our own space because people are going to look at us in a bad way. Who care what other people think? You niggas are weird, bro. You niggas is real weirdo. This is exactly why I say FBA is an online cult. FBA is a lineage, but you niggas that do this, they Somalis. These niggas are not Somali.
Right. So bottom line is, and I fell asleep. Sorry, guys. I'm tired. I mean, I've been burning the midnight oil. I fell asleep. So what? But like he said, is that a lot of times, like whenever anything is happening, people want to just jump into the whole tether. Is that a Somalian? Is it no? These are Black people doing this. It was a very terrible video, and shout out to Aunt CEO for bringing this story to light. But yeah, people have to they need to grow up, And what he said, that's why the people think that this is a cult. Why? Because of how you guys react to stuff, And so what about the sleep?
Because I was talking about how Black Americans need to start holding each other accountable better. And this was like, hey, man, we need to do it in silence. We need to just do it in our own space because people are going to look at us in a bad way. Who care what other people think? You niggas are weird, bro. You niggas is real weirdo. This is exactly why I say FBA is an online cult. FBA is a lineage, but you niggas that do this, they Somalis. These niggas are not Somali. You can see their faces in their last names. None of these niggas that did this are Somalis. You niggas are weird, and I don't give a fuck about Somalis. The point that I'm making is you niggas never take accountability for shit. There's nothing wrong with checking a motherfucker lineage, but y'all act like we don't have crime in our community. Y'all act like we don't have a baby mama, baby daddy issue in our community. Y'all act like we don't have a lack of education in our community, and any negative that happens in our community is a Caribbean or African. Shut the fuck up. You are weirdos, man. Let's keep watching. I hate you cornball ass, old ass, corny online goofies.
Leaving the two young children in a state of unimaginable trauma, the intruders rushed to destroy evidence before fleeing the scene, unaware that nearly every moment of their crime had already been captured on camera. Meanwhile, inside the home, a heartbreaking act of bravery unfolds. The older child, despite being just a toddler himself, pulls his little sibling away, shielding them from the sight of their mother on the floor. A moment of pure innocence and instinct, leaving investigators and everyone who later watched this footage stunned.
So this is the actual video of a person discussing a very horrific video of a family getting robbed. And because FBA people, yeah, so what, I fell asleep, you know what, I'm tired. I've been up all night long. But because this whole FBA thing is so stuck on stupid saying the same thing over and over again, he couldn't even do this video without it becoming an issue of are they FBA? Are they Somalians? Anyways, I'm going to, I just want to turn it in at this point. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie. No, it's not helping the argument that a person is watching a video of people getting terrorized, and the first thing that they're wondering is the people of Somalia. And what he says, you know what? That's why people think that this is a cult, is because you guys keep saying the same nonsense. No, they're not Somalian. Peace, guys.
On a mission, I'm trying to get it right. Transition, changing the way that I see life. Transition mind. I'm on a mission, trying to get it right. I'm transitioning my life. Making a transition. Ooh, making a transition. Ooh, making a transition. Making a transition. Trying to mission, I'm on a mission. On a mission, I'm trying to get it right. Changing the way that I see life. Transition in my life. On a mission.